Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for another Forza Horizon 3 Forzathon event, and this will be a one-day event starting on Tuesday, June 20th, and you will be required to use this Tamo Racemo right here, which was a free gifted car that everyone should have received, but if for any reason you don't have it, you can certainly find it in the auction house. But like I said, I want to make it very clear, you need this car for every challenge, but the first challenge is to complete 3 speed traps using the Tamo Racemo, and if you do that, you're going to win 120,000 credits, so just filter your map for all the speed traps, and you can choose whichever one you want, that does not matter, and literally all you have to do is drive through the same speed trap 3 times, and as long as you do that, you're going to win the 120,000 credits. It's very simple, doesn't matter if you already completed all the speed traps, and you can do the same one over and over. But the second challenge is to complete a bucket list challenge using the Tamo Racemo, and if you do this, you're going to win 3 wheel spins. So just go to any blueprint point on the map, and you can choose whatever you want to do. It really does not matter, but I always prefer to do the set route one. Basically, you just pick a spot really close to you on the map, not too close because it does have to be a certain distance away, and all you have to do is fix your settings the way you want them and just drive to that point, and then you're going to set a time, and you may or may not have to go back and actually complete it. So sometimes it lets you actually complete it just by actually setting the time, but technically you're probably going to have to go back and actually run it again, which it does not take long at all. And when you run it the first time, you can do it as fast as you want, but you can actually adjust the time that you set afterwards, which you're gonna see here in a second. So if you don't want to run it slower the first time to easily successfully complete it when you actually go to do it the second time, that is certainly something you can do. And like I said though, you can do any of those options that you saw in the beginning. You do not have to do set route, do whatever you prefer, and as long as you're in the Tamo Racemo and complete a bucket list challenge, you will be able to win the 3 wheel spins, and hopefully you're gonna get something good from those wheel spins, because people have been telling me that the wheel spins really haven't been giving people anything good when they come through the Forzathon challenges. But as you see here, it asks if you want to attempt the bucket list challenge, and right here, the second time around is when you're technically gonna actually complete it. But before, when we had these in events, people said you didn't even have to go back and complete them. But the third challenge, and this will probably be the trickiest part of this event if anyone doesn't know, but you're going to need to perform 5 show-off skills, and these are actually pretty easy, and the final challenge is to complete a race, so you can do the show-off skills while you're racing. And as you saw right there, I did one. All you have to do is get a drift skill and then pretty much simultaneously pass someone while you're drifting around them. So if you don't get that done during the one race, which it might be kind of difficult with this car because it's not the best car for drifting, but it certainly is not required to upgrade this thing to do them. But you can also do head-to-head races to get the show-off skills. So just a drift skill, pretty much simultaneously pass someone, and the drift skill does have to come before the pass skill, but overall it's very easy, and the head-to-head race might even count towards completing a race, but it's not guaranteed, and that does not always work. But if you complete those last 2 challenges, you're also going to get 85,000 XP, the Aruga 1 horn, and then also 25,000 credits and 50,000 XP. But for completing a race, I highly recommend to do it in single player, just because last time around online would not work for the races. And also you can just blueprint a circuit race to 1 lap or just do a sprint race, but if you're going for the show-off skills during it, you're probably better off doing the sprint race just because you'll have more of an opportunity. But just put on a lower difficulty and just try and drift around the people while you're going around turns. Just downshift, and it's really not too difficult because the car is rear-wheel drive. But that is pretty much all you need to know for this Forzathon event. Sadly, no new cars or anything like that, but lots of credits and XP and some wheel spins, so I'm sure that people will appreciate that. And the Tamo Racemo is probably a car that not too many people use, or some people might not even know about if you got this game after it was gifted to everyone. So it is a pretty interesting car, and I'm sure it'll be a change of pace for some people. But as always, thank you very much for watching. I really hope that everyone finds this video to be helpful or useful. If you have any questions at all, please just let me know. It is a one-day event starting on Tuesday, June 20th, so it will be over on Wednesday, June 21st. But have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.